Now, in today's short and sweet video, we are going to get the confirmation from David Schwartz, the creator of the XRP ledger himself, that R3 is in fact still using XRP. Now, this comes off the news last week that their partner HSBC just tokenized gold, and we are really starting to see this internet of value start to get unveiled, and I'm here for it. Now, without further ado, like I said, this is going to be a quick, short, sweet, and we're going to get straight to the point here. But before I do want to let everyone know the website is revamped. It's zachrector.com. Crypto exchanges, wallets, precious metals, roll over your 401k retirement account. Let's save the bag. That's what we're here to do. Get tapped in with our private community, and we also have our one-on-one sessions available, and that's going to be for a short, limited time. I know that every time I've opened up the one-on-one sessions, my schedule fills up and then I have to shut it down. So we have a special that we're running throughout the end of the year. Take advantage of that, and while it's up there. If it's still up there, you can get on our list, but I cannot promise that this is going to stay around for too long. So if you want to take advantage of the one-on-ones, if you want to get on our private group, my website has all of our community resources. I appreciate everyone for stopping by. Let's get right on into the update. Why we love David Schwartz is he's not afraid to respond to the trolls. And this whole interaction comes from one of the Twitter trolls here tweeting out at David Schwartz and asking him to address the 10 new things the XRP community needs to learn at your earliest convenience. And they say that this is for clarity. I have nothing to sell, asking nothing from anyone, and just here for the knowledge. Yeah, okay. This account has spread so much FUD and misinformation about XRP, it's ridiculous. But here are the 10 things that the XRP community needs to learn. 1. Swift does not use XRP. R3 does not use XRP. R3 does not use the XRP ledger. The XRP ETF is fake. There are 0 CBDCs on the XRPL. FedNow does not use the XRP. FedNow does not use the XRPL. XRPL needs more builders, less shillers. Riddles have wrecked some people. Influencers have caused harm. Okay, those are the 10 things that the XRP community needs to hear, and I will just add this comment. Yes, as David says, most of these are true with some exceptions, and you have to understand that everything is still at play. Just because we can't read it on a white paper today does not mean that it's not happening. And in fact, as I've been saying, this troll here is always spreading misinformation. It is, in fact, true that R3 does still use XRP. Yes, it was the first product on Corda Settler, and it still is available today. So that's why David Schwartz comes in here and he responds, to my knowledge, all of these are essentially true. There are some small exceptions, such as this one. And he shares the article here, R3, Shaping the Futures of Regulated Markets. Let's check out what this article is right here. Now, before I share this article talking about XRP being the first settlement mechanism on R3 Corda, I want to remind everybody that for a lot of the projects in the cryptocurrency space, they're doing consultations, photo ops, fireside chats, and getting friendly with banks, institutions, and governments, but they're not actually getting them to use the token. With XRP and Ripple, we're actually seeing adoption by these institutions, not just talking or thinking about it, but actually implementing this technology. And as we see here with R3 and Corda Settler, when they announced this, this was one of the biggest announcements for the XRP community that we've ever had, okay? And this came out on December 5th of 2018 from R3, launching their Universal Settler application to facilitate global payments on Corda. XRP was the first settlement mechanism, and it definitely wasn't the last, as we now know that Corda Settler is a blockchain agnostic solution. It's a universal settler application. Use whatever you want. Use XRP. Now the favorite is XDC, but it is blockchain agnostic, and I think you can actually settle on there without even using blockchain, maybe too. But it's really meant, to just be a universal settler application for global payments. That's what this is. And XRP was in fact the first. And we have to remind everybody about that special deal that we always talk about. And we always talk about this deal when we're, speculating on pre-allocation contracts. Are there banks, are there institutions that have earmarked, that have already made their claim to 5 billion XRP in the escrow account? And you would say, well, you're crazy for suggesting that banks would be doing that, Zach. Well, that's exactly what R3 did back in 2016. They had an options contract to buy 5 billion XRP at less than a penny for 3 years. That was their options contract. One heck of a deal, right? Now, the deal ends up falling apart because Ripple was trying to get R3 to introduce more banks and institutions to XRP. R3 didn't uphold their end of the contract, uphold their end of the deal. And XRP price also went up to, all-time high, right, in 2017, 2018. XRP was back up above $1 all the way to over $3.84. The all-time high was achieved. And so that's where the deal fell apart because, Ripple wasn't getting what they wanted from R3. And obviously R3 was about to take Ripple to town with that options contract. Anyways, the deal falls apart and they end up selling for 1 billion XRP. And then shortly thereafter, in December of 2018, that is when we saw that R3 announced his core to settler. XRP was the first settlement mechanism. And now we've seen that they've really been growing out that platform ever since. Now, you have some of the biggest banks in the world that have been using R3's core to settler, and that does include HSBC. So this article right here, HSBC shifts R3 Corda to Google Cloud. This comes out on February of 2021, confirming that HSBC has been working with R3 for a long time. And remember that HSBC just announced last week that they're offering tokenized gold to their institutional clients as well. So you're seeing, this whole internet of value is really starting to get unveiled, and you're starting to see the connections are all there. Now, in the meantime, what are we dealing with? Where did this all start? Some troll on Twitter who's trying to say that nobody's using XRP. That is not the case. That is not the facts. We can confirm it with deals that go all the way back to 2015. Right? And we know that they are still taking place today. Now, these are with, groups like R3 and Corda Settler, which is just absolutely massive. In fact, look at what they just announced. Corda powers World Bank digital bond issuance on Euroclear's digital platform. So we have digital bonds, we have tokenized real estate, tokenized gold, and you're seeing that XRP was the first settlement mechanism on that underpinned this whole Corda Settler from the very beginning. And once again, why are we still having to address these trolls that are trying to say that nobody's using XRP when we know, in fact, a lot of these institutions are waiting to use XRP for a, quote, competitive advantage after this lawsuit finally gets concluded? And we are nearing that point. It's an exciting time for me as we watch, all this FUD, all this uncertainty, and the SEC lawsuit starts to get put behind us. And now we start to see this new internet of value that with XRP as a fundamental piece of the infrastructure starting to get unveiled, right? And of course, we're still having to battle the trolls. We're still having to respond to them. And a huge shout out to David Schwartz for confirming for us once again that yes, in most instances, a lot of these deals are not penned yet. And, these narratives get spread so quickly in the XRP community. What I've always tried to do is cut straight to the truth, cut straight through the BS. I'll share when I'm getting hype, when I'm getting excited, when we have a big deal, a big announcement, a big partnership. I'll get excited, right? But when we have narratives like FedNow is going to use XRP, well, we can't confirm that yet. Is it still at play? Yes. Is Swift using XRP yet? No. Is that still at play? Absolutely. And so we got these clowns, we got these trolls, and they're still coming after us, still trying to spread their FUD on a daily basis. But we cut through all that noise and we bring you the truth, not just on XRP, not just on crypto, but on the broader current events, the financial markets. And we show you how I'm taking advantage of the greatest transfer of wealth in world history. I'm going to wrap up this session. I'll see you in the next one. God bless all of you. Thank you so much.